Thank you, Jesus. Send me all your money. Send me all your money, and I'll give you a word. We ain't doing that, so they don't want no parts of it. You hear me? I ain't on here saying send a donation and all of that and whatever other crazy stuff they be on here doing. So that's why they don't be fooling with me. TikTok be like, get her out of here. Get her out. YouTube is like, yep, that's enough. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So when you realize, right, that what the devil be offering you is trash, and God wants to make you into a new person. He wants to give you a new way to look at life. He wants to listen, spend it now, this part. He wants to change you, but you gotta go to the roots. People be trying to dress you up and make you look like you fixed and you broken. But if people could have these heart to heart conversations and saying, listen, I love you, but nobody ever taught me relationship. All the men in my life or the women in my life, they went from partner to partner, or they stayed in abusive relationships, or it just wasn't nobody around, so I never even learned how to treat a woman, or I never even learned how to treat a man, or the women in my life I always talk crazy to they niggas, or they, you know what I mean? Like, when you have these kind of conversations, then you can actually learn how to love on the people around you. But if I can't tell you what I've been through and have to worry about you trying to run it, because nigga, you the one trying to be over here. I didn't find you, you found me. And whether that's friends or whatever, you hear me? But what you think you running is you just telling my testimony because I'm okay. Now, if you are not okay and you want to stay running and going and doing, then that's on you. But I like building. I don't like building sand houses. And that's in my friendships. You know what I'm saying? If you want to keep moving around, because you can build lasting relationships and not be around people. You know what I'm saying? You can be around a person for a while, and that friendship, whatever, it'll go years. But it'll be some people you keep trying to build and they right in your face, and every time you turn around, they kicking it down. Who got time for that? I won't be doing any of that. If you keep kicking down stuff that I keep trying to build, you didn't watch me walk all the way over here to get these seashells and collect them, and all the way over here to get these sticks, and all the way over here to get these buckets of water so that I can start building my sandcastle. And every time I turn around, you accidentally fall on my stuff or kick my bucket over. No, nigga, I'm watching you. And that's family, friends, people at work. I don't care. I'm watching you. I go do something, you go undo it. Huh? I try to build trust. You keep doing stuff to make me not have it. Oh, okay. Well, then I'm working. Donkey backwards here. That's trying to build a relationship with the absent parent. Any of that. Is you crazy? I'm exhausting energy that I could be pouring into a situation, whatever kind of. You can keep trying to give people your best, and they never gonna see it as that because they don't see you even as valuable. So your best don't mean nothing to them. You said watching you with a side eye. Listen, waiting for you to trip and fall might unloosen your shoestrings, nigga. Cut the strap on your back on the back of your heels so you fall out that bad boy. Look, I done had it happen in real life. Nigga cut up my the sticker on my tags because he wanted me to get pulled over. You raggedy dog. Peeled the whole sticker off, so I'm driving. I get pulled over. They like, you ain't got no sticker. I'm like, BS, I do. I just put it on there. And you know I'm in a state where I don't got nobody, no family, no nothing. You a dirty nigga, but that's okay. And all I'd never try to do was put you on too. Oh yeah, nah. All right, I see what you did there. Just left the last live. Oh okay. Listen, watch them people, and see people be mad when you can see them. That's why they be wanting to lay hands because they've been able to fool everybody else with the facade. But people that can see, yeah, the shiesty folks stay away from you. They mess with you a little bit, but once they see them, they get on and skedaddle on out your way. You hear me? I don't want it. I don't want nothing that the world got to offer because it's all fleeting. It's a dream. It's a vision. It's an illusion. It's illusion magic. Because they dress it up real, 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 real good. But baby, when you rip it out the plastic, you can see it ain't brand new. It's old and moldy. Tracy, it's old and moldy and stale on some parts and crusty on the other ones. And is that a roach? Is that a roach? Did a roach just crawl out of there? Oh no! So you come with extras. Oh no! No, you can wrap this on up and take it back, God. I don't. The devil, he did. Okay, let's do it. Y'all don't believe me? It's a oldie but goodie. Y'all want some? Let's see. Just wait a moment. You just stay over there. I'm about to show you something. Give me 1 second. Go get your book 1 real quick, please. I'm about to show you something. They messing with the live still. I restarted it over there, not letting y'all in here. Y'all already know when folks start thinking about their life and asking God questions, the enemy be mad over here. He be upset. I'm okay every day, even when I'm not, because my daddy gonna work it out for my good every time. It feels really humid in my house, though. That is one thing that's going on right now. Okay. If you got your book 1, go to page 842. Some of y'all already know, do not tell what you suppose. And y'all know I normally don't do that, but I'm going to do it today. Give me 1 second. Okay. Let's talk about it. I'm about to show you something. Yes, I need my old lady stuff. This one. If you want to know the rest of the Bible or a lot more of it, this. You can read about what Adam and Eve went through and how they kept messing up. You can read about all the good stuff. The questions that we be asking, they already been answered. But the pastors don't be want you to know that, because then they feel like you got to come to them, and so it makes them feel like some kind of God instead of teaching you how to find it for yourself, and then the church will be more productive. But that's not my business. I'm gonna move on. I'm just worried about the organization that he gave me. I might be minding too much of business that don't pay me, so let me go on over here. Here we go. Watch this. Y'all, we at 8, because we gonna move around. No. 7. Wait a minute. Go back one page, because we're not going to read all this. We're just going to read some of it. Some of you might have not ever heard the real story of Job, but if you want to read it, you can read it online. It's going to change your whole life, because they tell you, oh, Job, he was so good. Job didn't even know who God was at first. He was a king. He got his bread, and he moved around. Okay? Watch this. It says, listen, little children. Well, first, we got to go. I don't want to read all of this, though. We just going to start over here on 841, y'all. So it says, listen, little children, and marvel, for as soon as I entered into my house and secured my doors, I charged my doorman thus, if anyone should seek me today, give no report, but say he has no time, for he is inside, concerned with an urgent matter. So while I was inside, Satan knocked at the door. He disguised himself. Listen. He disguised himself as a beggar. How many times, men or women, have you ran into a person, and we're going to get to it, but look. How many times have you ran into a person and they was in a situation, you end up becoming friends with them? The homosexuals that's moving in because they just having a hard time. And whole time, they was sent there, disguised, as somebody in need. Y'all know the rest of the story, but come on, let's look. I don't know if y'all knew this, okay? So after Lucifer went up to heaven and was like, well, what about Job? He was like, what about him? He was like, can I do something? He was like, well, what you want to do? He said just a couple things. I mean, and not nothing too much, not nothing major. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to go over there and visit his kids and stuff. Okay? Why you couldn't go as yourself, Lucifer? Why they don't come like a man beater or a woman beater? Why they don't come like a user? They don't come dressed like they about to try to tear your life up. Your friend that's jealous of your marriage, she don't come dressed up like a hoe. She come dressed up like a concerned friend. Your homeboy that see that your woman don't send you out the house without a plate, hungry, or the other one, and he mad because his girl throwing that thing back everywhere. Yeah. Oh, so what she make you today, man? You don't get tired of her cooking? You don't be wanting to eat out sometimes? No, nigga, you always got to eat out. You mad because you can smell it in here in this truck. Before I get in, I smell like food. Mm-hmm. My wife, he see the smile on your face. He see that you ain't stressed out. Ain't nobody ringing your phone. So he always trying to point out a woman to you. She kind of look like your wife, bro. She bad. But I know you love sis. Well, why is you pointing out somebody that's shaped like sis to me if you know that I love sis? Make it make sense. Here we go. Hello. I want y'all to know everybody had good things to say about Job prior to this. Because he helped everybody he came in contact with. He didn't run his business of how many people he helped and all of that. He didn't do none of that. He was chilling. He saw some stuff that wasn't right. Knocked the nigga off his square. And the nigga was on his head. You hear me? I'm talking about instantly. As soon as he got to the crib, he told his homeboy, hey, if anybody asks for me, tell him I'm asleep. I'm busy. I don't care who come to the door. I'm working on something. Tell them I'm in the studio. They gonna have to come back. In real life. This is... Okay. Here we go. It says, and he said to the doormaid, tell Job I wish to meet with him. When the doormaid came and told me these things, she heard me say to report that I had no time just now. Hold on. Let me ask you a question. How many times have you told your homegirl, your homeboy, somebody you know chill with, Quit bringing up my ex. Quit bringing up my ex boy, my homegirl, my family members. Don't bring that situation up to me. If a nigga come asking you about my business, don't tell them nothing. And that be the very person that as soon as they run into them, as soon as they see them, they yapping about, oh, you know, she getting married. He done got married. You know, he got a baby on the way. You know. Didn't I tell you don't run my business to nobody? And that's the whole enemy. This person is trying to destroy my life, and you go and you give them more gasoline to pour on my fire. Is you with me? Excuse my language, but how is you cool? Why am I even the topic? At least I can see anybody in your family, whether your niggas, your exes, your homegirl, whoever. I'm going to say what's up and keep it pushing. I'm not bringing you up, and I know you don't mess with them. Something's wrong with you. You didn't hear? Hello? I'm trying to change my life, and you constantly going around the people that you know kept me miserable. I'm starting to wonder, is you cool? I'm looking at you a little different. You said assignment misunderstood. Listen to. Here we go. It be the people. It's coming from inside the house. The call is coming from inside. He told the doormate, tell everybody I ain't here. He told the servants, if anybody asks for me, I'm busy. She said, it's somebody at the door. And he what you want me to say? So now that you done said, hold on, he know I'm about to say something to you. She know you done went and talked to me. You don't even understand the plan. You weird and looking like the ops. This part, KG. And they be the same ones trying to live your whole life. Girl, go this part. Listen. See, this kind of haterade been happening, been being poured in cups and bowls and bathtubs since the beginning of time. You see it? Okay. New Jack City, right here. Here we go. Am I my brother's keeper? Is you? I don't know. I don't think so. Hate is on a mass. Listen, it's mass. Listen, mass distribution. Listen. Okay, look. See. So he said when he heard that, Satan departed and put a yoke on his shoulders. And when he arrived, he spoke to the doorman. So okay, wait. So you came to the door. I told you to tell them, I don't want to talk to you. So then you go and put on a problem that you know is going to tap dance on my heart because you know I can't see nobody go without. So you go put yourself in a situation so I got to come help you. Because you know that's going to tap dance on my heart because I can't, you know I still love you and you my friend, so I'm not about to see you struggle. So you immediately go and put yourself in a situation that's going to get you in the door. Okay. Well, I just need to talk to you about something. I mean, I know we ain't really been talking like that, but you the only person I can. But you know I ain't messing with you because you foul. Been happening. Hi, here we go. Look here. Ooh, okay. It says when he heard that, Satan departed and put on a yoke on his shoulders. And when he arrived, he spoke to the doormaid, saying, say to Job, give me a loaf of bread from your hand so I may eat. So I gave a burnt loaf of bread to the girl to give to him and said to him, expect to eat my loaves no longer, for you are estranged from me. Why do you know, if you know a person is trying to destroy your life, did you keep on feeding them? Feeding them your business, letting them in your house, letting them around the people you love. Job said, nigga, I don't feed my enemies, nigga. You can't eat off of me no more. You can't tell me that my dreams ain't important all the while stealing them. You can't tell me my ideas ain't good all the while trying to get it patented behind my back. You can't get nothing from over here. Hello? So I tell you, I don't want to talk to him. And you say she might want to hear from you. You know she be at her mama house all the time still. Or they say her mama still stay in the same place. Yeah, her mama still stay in the same place. Well, you already know I'm always at my mama house. So you didn't just told this nigga or this girl where I be at. I thought I saw him. He got the black truck, right? Yeah, the one with the rims on it. Oh, okay. She's still on Instagram. You see, you know she had a baby. What is wrong? What is wrong? What is this? Oprah? Nigga? What is wrong with you? My business is not community business, babe. What is wrong with you? Is you cool? More people do this to you than you know. The crazy thing be when a person you ain't told nothing about your business come and be like, so I heard you got a new job. Who you hear that from? Because I only told 2 people. I only told 2 people. So which one of them you hear from? Jerry Springer and Maury vibes. Maury. This. Hold up. And how was you just driving by my mama house? Because you didn't used to drive by my mama house when we was together. We was friends. What is you doing over here? Mm-mm. And that's why I just stay to myself. Because I don't want to go to jail. I don't like it. I've been there before. I don't want to go back. Names spoken in places you don't even go or ain't never been to. How about that? I never even been to your spot. Why was I even a topic of conversation? Ricky Lake and Jenny Jones, I'm trying all of it. And Sally Jesse Raphael, don't forget her. She was the original queen of messy. Getting her glasses knocked off her face and stuff. Let's go. Come on. Listen. Hey, Pokey. All right. So it says, then the doormaid, ashamed to give him the burnt and ashen loaf of bread, for she did not know he was Satan. So she took the good bread. So Job went and knocked the nigga off his square. Okay. When the nigga heard that it was Job that did it, he went to the nigga in the hood and said, look, your little homeboy, yeah, he crossed the line. He came over on my territory and did some mess he ain't supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So for real, like, wait, like I got a right to go handle this nigga. And God said, hold up, wait a minute now. What you mean? What did he, well, I know what he did, but what you want to do? Because we going to see, like, I ain't going to let you take it too far. So what you want? He said, I mean, I ain't going to kill him or nothing, but you know what I'm saying? I'm put a little hurt on the nigga so he know not to come over here over you messing with me. You better tell him I've been here before that nigga. I don't know what he on. I said, all right. You just can't kill him now. Okay. I hear you. I hear you. Oh, okay. What's for saying? Bad. Or the church folks and leaders asking everybody but you about your business and where. Ooh, now I'm telling you, I got called in the office for something. I told one person, I said, wait a minute, how you find out? Okay. So then Lucifer puts on the dressing of a homeboy, but he part of the plan. Okay. Come acting like he need to see you and chop it up with you about a problem real quick, and you didn't told your daughter my daddy's he's not ready. Well, let me go see if he awake. And homeboy like, oh, he sleep. Okay, I tell him I'll ride back through here in a minute. I gotta run somewhere real quick. Well, when he come back, he acting frantic like somebody did something to him, and he needs you to come ride with him real quick. Whole time you the duck. Okay. This the person you used to make sure they was straight. You heard what Job said. You can't get no bread over here no more, nigga. I can't help you. Because every time I turn around, nigga, you keep hanging with niggas that I don't mess with. Nigga, you hanging with the niggas that you know don't mess with me. Like, what? Hold on. You said, listen. Trying to tell you, see, and you don't want to read the Bible. All the hood problems is right here. You said eavesdropping. Spirits got human flesh suits. Listen. You don't want to read about the hood? What's wrong with you? This is all the tea right here. But see, you get reading it in the little kid version over there. You got to come get the grown and sexy over here. That's what this is. What happened? The mama was pimping her daughter out, trying to get the land in John the Baptist's head. I know some other chicks that be doing that, and yeah, it's two niggas that's in the grave right now for that. So it was Kris Jenner's back in the day. Did you know Kris Jenner grandma was in the Bible? I didn't. I done read about Kris Jenner family line. Wait a minute. Because a lot of the niggas that go over there to the Kardashians lose their head. They mind ain't right no more ever. Oh, okay. Long lines of people. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought it was just me. I thought she was a new kind. Nope. Yeah, you said, yep, she took look the same as that. Listen, ain't that crazy? And you don't want to read the Bible? Interesting. Interesting. It's interesting to me. You said they drinking the juice. Okay, a lineage of which is this? It's a real thing. You know. The Bible said better know what they mamas and daddies did, because they probably gonna do it too. Hello. You said the Kardashians are sirens or spirits of water. Listen, I know what be going. Listen, I have been studying the spiritual realm for a long time, because the spirits started coming to see me when I was a kid, and I didn't want them. That's why when people be like, dead people come talk to them. Oh no, hell no. They used to come talk to me too, but it wasn't the dead folks of y'all family. It was the spirits that's been here before the flood. I don't want them coming to visit me. No, thank you. I'll pass. I do not want them coming over my house. They can stay away. Hey, Mr. Odell, no, I don't want that. You could go over there to little Demi house, cause y'all don't gotta come tell me nothing. I don't want no parts of that. You could keep it. It wasn't no family members. It was people that was here before Jesus walked the earth coming to visit me in my room in the middle of the night. No, thank you. No. Okay, moving on. My light about to go out. I don't know where my other one is. Here we go. Woo. It says, and took the good loaf of her own and gave it to him. When he received it and knew what had occurred, he said to the girl, off with you, evil servant, and bring the loaf of bread given you to be given to me. The girl wept with deep grief, saying, truly you say well, I am an evil servant. For if I were not, I would have done just as it was assigned to me by my master. And when she returned, she brought him the burnt loaf of bread, saying to him, thus says my Lord, you shall no longer eat from my loaves at all, for I have been estranged from you. Yet I have given you this loaf of bread in order that I may not be accused of providing nothing to a begging enemy. And when he heard these things, Satan sent the girl back to me, saying, as this loaf of bread is wholly burnt, so shall I do to your body also. For within the hour I will depart and devastate you. And I replied to him, do what you will. For if you intend to bring anything on me, I am prepared to undergo whatever you inflict. Crazy, right? You hear me? And then he goes on to use his homeboys to come and inflict the pain, to unalive his kids, to take his stuff, to ravage his fields, the people that he cared about, to tear his life up. Interesting. Ain't that crazy? Yeah. How many people have left and said, you're going to regret this shortly, and you did? You been feeding them, been helping them, been taking care of them, been helping their kids, been helping them with their relationships. And baby, the moment you don't give them what they want, they trying to tear your whole life up. And using the people you care about and you introduce them to do it. It ain't, listen, thank you, MJ. You said, oh, wait a minute, I know something about that. This part in real life. Hmm. It ain't new. You said in it right now. Listen, I already know how it goes. People think, but see, that's why I said, if you read the real Job story, it hit different. It'll bring tears to your eyes. You said, my mother, this, listen, crazy. Girl, listen. And that's why I be like, mm-mm. People don't want you reading the Bible because you learn character. You learn character. And that's why people don't like you reading the Bible. Because you see, you said tears fell this morning. Listen, I already know how it go, y'all. I encourage you to read the Testament of Job. If you've never read it before, it will change your life. It'll change your relationships. It will change the way you see certain stuff. But a lot of times God let that bad stuff happen to you so that the real person can come out. So that when he get ready to stupid dumb bless you, you don't be giving to people that plan on taking everything you got anyway, ruining your life. See, what a lot of people don't realize is Job got to see the true feelings about all his friends that had benefited from him and his wife. She was cool as long as stuff was good, but when it was time for her to kick in, right? You see what I'm saying? Go away. Why do y'all gotta come in here and be idiots? Your life sucks. Why do you do that? Like, instead of you getting on here trying to irritate other people, you could actually be in your own life, letting people know who you are instead of trying to get attention in other people's lives. Like, that shows that you don't, in your real life, people don't pay attention to you. Because if they did, you'd be in your own life and not mine. So your life sucked. Thank you for telling us at like 10 o'clock in the morning. You don't feel like nobody never see you walking down the street. You probably be the angry people slamming the door every time you try to say hi to somebody going on. Thank you. Called it, didn't you? You probably drive a white van too. Moving on. Hey, how you doing there? You want to come take a ride in my van? The one with no handles from the outside? And no windows but the two in the front. And your hair could very well be greasy. Moving on. Creepy. Anything else? He's like, oh my God, how'd she know? Now I'm unhappy. You see that? I'm going to go away to a happy woman's life. Right. You tried to get me mad, but I chopped you in your throat, and so now you ready to go. See how that look? You see why you don't do that? Because whatever you do to other people, you just digging a hole for yourself. Just don't. Just be nice. Make somebody day happy. That's what you do. Anything else? Okay. So with that, if you've never read the Testament of Job, I suggest you do so. I am my daddy's child. Whenever you get done, you'll see Jesus had one of the smartest mouths on the planet. And this is why people used to be wanting to fight him and unalive him and stuff. Because he was going to chop you in your throat real, real good. Yes. Sweet cakes. Are you sweet sauce too? Are y'all the same people? Because I know y'all be having different names. Sweet cakes and sweet sauce, are y'all the same person? Oh, okay, go ahead. I don't be, because I be seeing names and I know y'all be having different profiles. And sometimes y'all come in at the same time. Okay, go ahead. It's a movie about it. It's also called To Hell and Back. It's good. On what? Okay, never mind. I'll look it up, nephew. It's called Hell and Back. Okay. I don't be knowing. Y'all, nephew said it's a movie about it called To Hell and Back. Thank you. That might be what I watched today because I'm supposed to be off, but I'm working anyway. You said it's called To Hell and Back. Let Auntie write it down. You know I'm old. No. Not that I know of. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. No. Mm-mm. Not that I know of. And I done read a lot. But no, he was a pharaoh. Job wasn't a pharaoh, but he was like an Assyrian type king. You can look it up like I'm going to do. He gave us the name. We go researching over here. That's why I'm writing it down so I can go look it up too. What's the definition of pharaoh? Hello? Right. King and pharaoh is the same word. Yeah. We say King Charles, they say Pharaoh Charles, but it's the same word. And he was an Edomite or whatever it was, so whatever they went by, I said he was an Assyrian or whatever. I know he. You do realize I'm reading his story right now, but he ran with this. When an Egyptian king came to address him because he lived at the time when the Assyrians and the Babylonians and all of these people were ruling, they could have very well called him Pharaoh Jobab because it just meant king. It depends on where you're reading it at. He was running with those folks. Okay? Back to what I was saying. When you read the real story of Job and you realize that his friends and the people that he put on was the very people that came and unalived his children and took his livestock and helped burn down his houses. The very people that he gave loans to and was he invested in their businesses, and when they lost the money he just gave them more. These are the same people that came and took his gold plated couches and all of that out of his house. and unalived his children. The kingdoms that he put on, the folks that he sent clothes to their stuff and everything. You said I must have read the kitty version. I thought it was a stuff. No, it's right here. This is what we reading. We about to read about Job's losses right now. That was the other thing. You don't believe me? I'm about to show you where it's marked at. Look, that was the other thing we was about to read. What he lost and who and what happened. It was his friends that did all of this to him. Lucifer got in them, and they went on and did their thing. Right. Yeah. That's why I said when you read the real story of Job, the rest of it, not that the one in the Bible isn't real, it's just not whole. None of the stories are, though. When you read these, it changed your life and you look at life differently. You won't be asking God, no? Oh, y'all gotta read this. Listen, this is gonna change your life. You see, you said, yeah, books, of course. This is book 1, page 845. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it says, so it tells about what all he had. Then Lucifer went and said, can I take everything away? God said, I guess. You just can't kill him. Right? And then you want to talk about what you missing out on? This man was a quintillionaire. We did the math already. And this is what he lost like in 1 day or 2 days. Not that long. Okay? It says, as I was doing these things during the 7 years after the angel had made the disclosure to me, then Satan, when he had received authority, came down and unmercifully, came down unmercifully and torched 7,000 sheep, which had been designated for the clothing of the widows. 7,000 sheep. We did the math. I can't remember, but the most expensive sheep because he was a king. Okay. So we did the most expensive sheep on the planet times 7,000. That in our day right now. Okay. Then he lost 3,000 camels. So we looked up the best camels, and the best camels can go up to $2 million. And he was a king, so you know he ain't just gonna have no little raggedy nothing moving. Okay? It was the Bentleys of that time. He was rich, right? So then it said he had 500 she asses. Okay? So he had 500 donkeys. We looked up the best donkeys because, mind you, he's a king. And 500 yoke of oxen. Okay? Then we looked up how much the most expensive oxes is. Oxen, whatever you call it. And it was a lot. Okay? All these he destroyed by himself according to the authority he had received against me. The rest of my herds were confiscated by my fellow countrymen. These is the other cow herders, the other. So your homeboys came and took all your sheep. Whatever Lucifer didn't burn up, whatever was left, his fellow homeboys came and took the rest of his herds. Oh, the niggas that you probably gave sheep to so they could get on. Oh, okay. Here we go. Listen. It says the rest of my herds were confiscated by my fellow countrymen who had been well treated by me, but who now rose up against me and took away the remainder of my animals. Do that sound familiar? He said, Lucifer did what he did, but once my homeboy saw a nigga running in my house, while they had me in the back room, my neighbors was running in my house, running all through I heard them. I seen them on the cameras. And these is the niggas when I barbecue, when I buy my kids Christmas, I take gifts over there to them. I treated them good, and they didn't came and snagged the rest of what this nigga didn't take. Tell me this ain't still going on right now. You said you think that many cattle fit into the Gaza Strip in Israel? Is that where you thought he was living at? Do y'all think all the people in the Bible lived in Israel? Oh, okay. All right. Random question that don't have nothing to do with nothing. But okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. So, it says, they reported to me the destruction of my goods, but I glorified God and did not blaspheme. Then the devil, when he had come to know my heart, laid a plot against me, disguising himself as the king of the Persians. Hmm? Hmm? So you done took my business, okay? You done took my business, ruined it. I can't make no money. First of all, I hired you and put you on and put you in management. Okay? Then, when all of my stuff is being seized, you coming in and taking stuff. But I put you on. Now, I didn't disguise myself as a police officer. And I'm coming in talking about CPS, we better take your kids. Oh, okay. Oh, crazy, right? Man, it says, then the devil, when he had come to know my heart, laid a plot against me, disguising himself as the king of the Persians. He stood in my city, gathering together all the rogues in it. So you went and talked to everybody you think don't like me. And with a boast, he spoke to them, saying, this man Jobab is the one who destroyed all the good things of earth and left nothing. The one who distributed to the beggars, to the blind, and to the lame. Yet the one who destroyed the temple of the great God and leveled the place of the drink offerings. Now, he made all the good things that Job did bad to the hoodlums and told them that he shouldn't have been speaking against Hollywood. He said he gave to the poor, he did this, he did that, he had all the land, kept it from everybody else, but he want to say something about Hollywood. I think we need to do something about him. Sir, you mad or not? You're mad at him for being a giving person. You're mad at him for helping people. You mad at him because everywhere you go, people talking about what Job been doing, and they not talking about your little funky statue that he went and tore down. That you was tricking people. Sound familiar? You got a lot of fake people in your life that act like they a certain way, act like they sanctified, act like they whatever, but whole time they be the devil in disguise. But here you are really giving and not telling nobody what you giving and making sure that homeless people got clothes and all of this. But the person that don't really be on that is telling everybody that you doing it for show. Lucifer had that statue up there making people worship it and making them think. He had a demon, just like on Mulan, speaking through this stone, tricking people, taking their libations, taking their offerings. Okay? Job, on the other hand, was letting people come in and stay with him. They could come and get clothes. They could come and get food. They could come and get everything. He was helping everybody around him. But when Lucifer got with a certain group of people, he said, yeah, all that goody two-shoe stuff he be doing, we sick of it. Hello? Is you cool, sir? Okay. You hear me? The Testament of Job. The Testament of Job. And it'll change your life. Make you look at your different family differently, not in a bad way. But you won't be so hurt when they do stuff, because you will realize what God is doing. He allowing you to see their character before he turn around and give you a double blessing. And so he let you see them. And that's one of the main things that I got out of Job. God will let you fall so that you can see who your real friends and family are, who your real supporters are. Because you will be running around taking care of people that's only around for the twos and fews, for the you get to get in the club free. All of that. You hear me? Because Job said all of the people that was running in his house was the people he took very good care of. I buy me a Louis, I buy you a Louis. I buy me a car, I buy you a car. I buy me a house, I buy you a house. This type stuff. Okay? Then Lucifer turned around after he done acted like he needed help, roused some niggas up against him, and now he about to go unalive Job's kids. That's scary. Because it was the people closest to him when all hell broke loose that was running in on him. Uh-oh, what's going on, sis? I love you. Hey, I'm just saying. He didn't know he was taking care of scavengers, right? And the burglars that was about to come in and I mean, literally feed them and their kids and everything. It's crazy. And we be doing the same stuff. God be trying to tell us don't pay no attention to certain people. And we think because what we see on the outside, you said, no, just listen. Listening to it really puts you in a mindset. It do. It do. It do. But that's why we supposed to read it so that we can not be blind to character and people's intentions and stuff. Listen. All right, we just gonna read this a little bit, then I'm gonna go, y'all. So it says, he got together with a whole bunch of hoodlums. He said, therefore, I also shall repay him according to what he did against the house of God. Now, little g, not big G. Lucifer had a synagogue of Satan, but he getting with the folks that don't know no better, saying the good things that Job did, and he's acting like the king of Persia. Okay, he didn't shapeshifted into the king of Persia to go against Job. Mind blowing. And said all the good stuff he doing is bad. Same thing they did to Jesus. Ain't that crazy? Interesting. Moving on. Here we go. He said, come along then and gather spoils for yourselves of all his animals and whatever he has left on earth. They answered him and said, he has 7 sons and 3 daughters. There go them people that's always telling your business. All his other stuff already got burned up. The king of Persia like, hey, we better go take whatever we want from this nigga. They said, well, we already did that. Well, Lucifer knew that because he's the one that come and burned the rest of it up and then had incited the other people to go take it. Okay? So then he acting like he don't know that all he got left is his kids. People will kick you when you down. It's crazy. They said, yeah, well, he got some sons and daughters over there. And what Lucifer say? Oh, okay. Possibly they might flee to other lands and plead against us as though we were tyrants and in the end rise up against us and kill us. So he said to them, have no fear at all. Most of his possessions I have already destroyed by fire. The others I confiscated. And as for his children, I shall slay them. Remind you, these are people that Job took care of. He like the nigga in the hood that makes sure everybody eat. But secretly, people is really jealous of him. And so they gonna take what he got to offer. But the moment a nigga from the other side of the tracks come over talking about what he want to do, he gang up right on with him. Even though you ate at this nigga's picnics you hear me? So the same things, the back doors that's going on right now in Chicago and Atlanta and Tennessee and Indy and California and North Carolina, West Virginia, New York, they been going on. It's a nigga that'll come and sit at your table and eat your food, and the whole time he playing the back door you. That's how it works. It's a nigga you being put on, a chick you being put on. And whole time, they want everything you got. And they don't even care if they get it to have it. They just don't want you to have it. Do you realize that that energy comes from Lucifer? This part. They don't care if they don't have it. They just don't want you to. Lucifer. He said, I already took everything. I already had some niggas hit that nigga house. Oh, we hit all the spots, nigga. He ain't got no work. I'm telling you. He said, but you know what? I know where his kids be. And I, his little chick, he don't know. I put my homeboy on to her, so I already know when the nigga gonna be there. Cause she gonna call me as soon as the nigga get home. Oh, okay. Ain't none of that. But I know what spirit you working on if this is how you think. Like Snoop Dogg in the movie Bones. Okay. Just breaking you down. Come on. You said it's really a bunch of haters waiting for their moment. Yes, and they been around. It's their daddy's kids and they mama's kids. And that's people like, I don't want to read the Bible. It's boring. Which version are you reading? Because, honey, it ain't nothing but scandal and tea in the whole Bible. Niggas riding down on niggas, pulling up on niggas. Niggas got chicks acting like sunshine in Harlem Nights. Baby, it is all the drama. They got witches putting spells on people. Old ladies trying to put that thing on the young dude and then say he raped her because she can't get that meat. Like, what did you mean? And all the stories is in there. Uh-huh. Then had the nigga thrown in jail and came to the jail and say, if you give me something, I'll let you out. I just tell my husband, you didn't mean it, and I was tripping. And then when I get out, if you know what I'm saying, you gonna do what you need to do, I'll gonna slip something in his drink on it. You could be the Pharaoh. Shoot, quit messing with me. What you want, little daddy? I mean, I'm tired of him anyway. You know what I'm saying? He think I don't know he be down there at the harem and stuff. And, mama need her needs taken care of. This is all in the Bible. You said, where do you think poetry, music, and movie ideas come from? Oh, I know. That's why when people say the Bible boring, you ain't reading it right. You evidently have never, ever read any of Solomon's stuff. Hello. You ain't read none of, because it's too short freaky tales, promise you, all the way through. And tried to frame him with his own coat and Jordans. Come on. Literally. Got a nigga tied up in the basement somewhere talking about we ain't seen him. And see, that's why I said, why would you not want to read the Bible? It's real good. It's real good. Real good. And it'll teach you about the people around you. A coach stayed playing a role in his life, trying to tell you. Listen, it had to be a leather something. You know what I'm saying? It had to be a leather something. Shoes. But again, y'all know we went and read that little bit of that. And it said that them brothers was sick because they took the money for Joseph. They died sick, and their kids died early and died sick. All because they sold their brother into slavery and bought shoes and clothes for them and their wives. Ain't that crazy? You know how they say some of the stuff we wearing now is killing us? Like some of the materials? Could you imagine that they didn't even realize they put them shoes on the sole of their feet and your feet absorb like everything. Like sometimes when they want to get toxins out, the Asians believe the toxins go through the bottom of your feet because that's where all your nerve endings and all that stuff is. You don't think it's crazy that what they put on? Now, mind you, they took his sandals from him. They took his clothes from him. But as soon as they went and the money they got for Joseph and they bought clothes for them, they wife, them clothes was toxic to them. Literally start putting toxins in their body. Crazy. And not one generation, several. Mm. Mm. It's kind of like a nigga hit a lick and go get fresh, and then a nigga hit a lick and them is the last clothes he wear. You was dressing yourself for the okay. Curse their own self. Mm-mm. I don't want none. So, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm about to go make me something to eat. And yeah, if you get time, you might want to read all the way through Job. Might help us go through some of the stuff we're going through now. Oh, again, I don't know if y'all got to see the last class. They building the third temple already, church folks. Did y'all know? Thank you, Mr. Odell. Did y'all know they rebuilding the temple? They already been working on it for a year, and it's a prefab, so it ain't gonna take no years and years to build. It's prefab, so they didn't already cut the pieces. They just gotta hammer it together. Y'all know how long it don't take long to build prefab. Yeah, yeah. Make sure you tell y'all church folks that said they not gonna be here for it. They already building temple and it's prefab. You said saw from this morning's class. Yep, yep. It. How I feel about it don't have nothing to do with it. How God feels about it. That's a question you should be asking God and not me. I can't tell people what they want to do with their parts and who they want to give them to. But who you gonna have to give an account to for multiple wives or husbands or whatever is God. My feelings about it don't matter. You said what is my YouTube? CERCA TROVA 22. You said prefabs are like giant Lego sets. Yep. Yep. So they already, it's prefab. They already working on it. Just type in New Temple Israel on here. It's a lady. Her name is, I thank you, Pumpkin. I am renewed. Oh, it's still on the video from last night or this morning. If you don't think that the third temple is being built or is already built right now, I have some news for you. There is already the infrastructure in place to support a very rapid prefab, and they're already putting everything in place right now. Check this out. I live in Jerusalem, and I'm going to show you right now that it is happening. And in fact, what you see here is a chairlift that they are putting in to the old city in Jerusalem. It's going to look like this. They're building a whole building. It's called the Kotel elevator. They're building a whole building to take people. See that? They're building a chairlift to take people up to the Temple Mount when the third temple is there. The third temple is there. And so they have this whole area under construction. I've been here for like a year. They've had a wall there. You can hear the jackhammering during the day. They're ready right here. And then we also have this development. They made road signs that say Harbat Hashem, which means the house of God. Like they're directing people to the third temple already. Like they've already got the signs up. You can see like the Jerusalem sign above it, and then Betrayal above that. Like, so this is on the road. I think this is the road to the Dead Sea. So they're already putting all this stuff in place. There's already Jews going up to the Temple Mount and praying, and this has become like a regular thing. And there's also like an institute where it's right across from the chairlift I just showed you, where they have all the stuff for the temple already, like that goes inside the temple that they use to perform all the rituals from Leviticus. So if you guys want, I can do a video. I actually just went there not that long ago, and I can post a video on that. Accept Jesus because he's coming back, and he is not going to be the one that sits in this temple. Read Daniel, the book of Daniel, chapter 9. It is not going to be the Messiah who sits in this temple. It's going to
Be the Antichrist. So do not worship the dude who goes. Daniel, the book of Daniel, chapter 9, it is not going to be the Messiah who sits in this temple. It's going to be the Antichrist. So do not worship the dude who goes to this temple. We won't be here for it because we'll be in heaven with Jesus at the wedding feast. But just FYI, if you want to get...
Scratch that last part. That's not the truth. You here. They building the temple. We already here. Why is y'all telling people that? I am redeemed. Is her name. Yep. She have a part 2 out of this video. Okay. I didn't go see it. I just saw that one yesterday and I was like, oh, we might want to know that. So when you talk to your church folks that's talking about they ain't gonna be here when all that stuff start happening, let them know they have a prefab temple and people is already up there at the mount praying already. They building the shaft, the elevator shaft and everything to take the people up there. I thought y'all was gonna be gone. They glitching the live again. This is the same thing they did last night, nephew, when we started playing. Then they just cut my internet and it didn't come back on until this morning. And now, so they glitched the live over here, and now they glitching the live over here because they don't want people to know what's going on. Did we talk about this? Didn't we talk about this? We literally talked about this. I said they want to catch people off guard because the Antichrist been here. They found him in 22. He was wandering in the desert with no parents and all. He been over there practicing already. Y'all already know. They did this last night when we was talking about it. Cut my whole internet, though. I couldn't even watch TV after I got off of this. It did not come on until about 10 or 15 minutes. I stopped maybe a little bit, maybe 20 minutes before I got on here. It didn't come on. It was, I had to come in here, reset my thing and everything. You said you're still waiting on my video to start by itself again. Which one? I just got back in from earlier about 20 minutes ago. Oh, they blocking both of them. Because they cut both of my lives at the same time because they cut the internet yesterday. Then today they blocked y'all on YouTube, so we had to start. It's been a black screen, and I started this over an hour ago, and you just got back in 20 minutes, and now they messing with it over here. That'd be crazy. I just got back in this morning. I was wondering what happened. Yeah, they be cutting it every time we talk about the truth. The folks get to understand in life. The devil be like, Listen, GOV, it's too late. We already know what's happening. Move around this part because there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. I'm telling you. We didn't even get to none of that. We had a life session today and then the Job stuff. But yeah, it's a lot going on. But I told y'all they was going to start doing this. That's how I got over here. I'm used to it by now, for real, for real. I know y'all don't think so. That's why I'm over here. I answered a call and said you weren't live on YouTube no more. See, they playing. Why they keep trying to restrict me if what we talking about ain't the truth? These niggas been hiding me for 2.5 years. Y'all realize that, right? After our first year, really in the first year, they started hiding us. They didn't even give me a notification. I told y'all the closer we get to this, it's about to be. This is what I said. You said, yeah, that's why I went to TikTok and I didn't know you had restarted the live. Interesting. You said they want us to be stuck on stupid, but we already know what's going on, dude. Cause forgot to tell us to go get those water. What's the name? What we talk about? The not the. What is y'all? My memory is real crazy. Baby, talk about me not getting no type of notifications. I have to manually look over the group, or the group will take. No way. The distillers, and then to see that video about Kansas City water, I said, oh. No, the other, like last week, God kept telling me to tell y'all to get the distillers, the water distillers, right? And I was like, I'll tell them, And last week was crazy. Well, what 2 days ago, 3 days ago, I was like, hey y'all, if you get a chance, if you can afterpay it or whatever, you need to get a distiller, right? You and KC, did you see what's going on with the water? And everybody saying they food, is you getting it too? Tasting your water, your food is nasty. This.
So I'm not the one to.
This was one day ago.
They're trying to poison us, they're trying to kill us. They're not telling us the truth. But right now, currently in Kansas City, everybody's complaining of the water tasting weird, smelling weird. I didn't really notice it until yesterday. But yeah, there's something going on. I know every once in a while they say, like, with the rain, they gotta treat it and all that. But this water tastes and smells like, I just made the spaghetti, and it smells like the water still. Like, it smells like a chemical is in the spaghetti. I put any sauce in it. Another thing I put in it just a second ago. I put salt, of course, and I put this olive oil with, like, lemon peel in it. And you can still smell a hint of whatever is going on, what's in the water. So yeah, now I'm a little nervous to eat it. Luckily we have a good amount of water bottles and things, but yeah, hopefully they kind of update us more. All they kind of pretty much.
Told y'all. So people called us crazy when we was over here buying stuff like this right here, and water straws, and potassium iodide pills. Now they talking about a biochemical something on the 4th of July. Hypothetically. Oh, okay. They thought we was crazy when we was buying all our gas masks and our dehydrated food, and now folks is having rolling blackouts, being without power. And we said, well, you don't want to be in the dark if you don't have to, and them kids gonna drive you crazy, so you'll want to go get, some stuff like this. And this one ain't working because I need to charge it. But you'll want to go get some stuff like this just in case. We also bought rafts 2 years ago or a year ago, because God told us it was going to be floods in places where it don't normally flood. And now we got places like downtown Georgia, Atlanta, and all types of places that don't normally flooding. Ain't that crazy? You don't gotta be in the dark about your situation. Because I don't know if y'all been seeing the videos, but they keep saying, ain't nobody coming. They closing down the hospitals. You ain't gonna have some people ain't even gonna have no Medicaid. You ain't gonna be able to go to the doctor. This is a better $40 than a $3.5, I promise you. You said I gotta pay more attention. I'm sorry for that last. You good. Beware of food with extra spices. That's how they hide contamination and spoilage with your food. Yep. The already seasoned meat. It don't make me happy that this crazy stuff is happening, but it does make me happy that God prepared us for it. And other people was calling us crazy conspiracy theorists, and now they said they wasn't a crazy conspiracy theorist too. I've been coughing and sneezing. Baby, my throat crazy right now. In the last 2 days. That y'all listen. It seemed like no matter how much water I drink, my throat is still dry. Yeah. My brother have pneumonia and septic mixed with his asthma, acting up from flying. He just got released from the hospital. You said, where can you find to buy the... you can go on Amazon and get a lot of it. Bertha, I have a video called Survival and Survival 2.0 on YouTube, where I take you through all the things I feel like you might need, like shelf-stable food, a way to cook it, a way to light your home, a way to heat your home, survival things, tools, gas mask, because everybody in your house need one of these. You need a tent for your family, just in case you have to leave your home and run. You'll want to have that. Just basic things. Go bags with. You said you learned how to rebake stale cereal. I ain't throwing nothing away. This part, put us on. It's on YouTube. It's already posted. It's on YouTube, Bertha. That's why I just told you the name of it. CERCA TROVA 22. If you type in CERCA Survival on Google, it'll come up. My list is going to come up on Amazon, and then the videos, because they're like 2 hours long, because we go through all the stuff. You can just fast forward and put everything in your list, because there's no way I could put everything on there. Mm-hmm. Little House on the Prairie Days coming our way. That's all right. We got our wood burning stoves. Who about to be cold? Who ain't about to be able to eat? Because we got shelf stable food. Listen, as long as I can purify this good old water, I'm going to be all right. And I'll pray over everything else. You said my what? Bertha, I mean, can somebody put the thank you. She did right above you. You're welcome. She did right above you, Miss Bertha. She gave you my stuff right up there. Miss Ida did. Look right above you. Food bank had cases of peppers and apples. I'm working at them today. This part. That's why I've been trying to tell folks. Y'all better start going to. You said be prepared for 7/9 and keep your eyes on Thailand. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Mm-hmm. It's scary though, because these pastors ain't telling. So the third temple is being built right now. How many pastors you think talking about it? That they found the Antichrist 3 years ago. How many pastors do you think even know that? That right, Denise? For real. Pastors is not talking about you need to be getting your emergency stuff because you ain't gonna be able to go in the store. You said my sis even got gas masks for her dogs. This part. This part. It make me sad. Cause we in it. They talking about making you use your passport to get in the store by the end of the year. You mean you can't buy without identifying yourself? Yep. Revelations. And we're still expecting them to pay the bills. Listen, this part. That's scary. It's a lot of people. You said, I'm so glad I'm saved. I'm preparing now. Listen. Think about it, though. It's millions of people sitting up around the world, and they pastors is telling them they not going to. Potassium iodide, it stops whatever the bio stuff is, like the radiation and all of that stuff, from messing up your thyroid, which regulates all your systems in your body. People keep saying you living in fear. I said, we gonna see you gonna be living in fear when things don't start popping off. That part. You got your ice machine and a boat. Come on, Miss Lady. You hear me? Folks is tripping. And that's sad, because these pastors, they not telling these people, if they hit our grid today and the power don't come back on for 3 months, how many church folks you think is ready? And I know, because all my folks is PAW, Kojic, all of that. They don't even, when I send them this stuff, they don't even listen. But if they hit our, people act like they're going to say, okay, we're going to turn the power off and it's not going to come back on for 3 months. No. If they dismantle our infrastructure, you ain't going to be able to go. It just happened. I went in the store the other day. They couldn't take no money. You couldn't buy nothing. They was putting everybody out the store because their machines, they wouldn't even take in cash. I just got a letter from our community center telling us what to do and what to have in an emergency. Listen, Miss Tessa, God is doing this with the red signs, and Christians is so blinded by what they want to see, baby, they not listening. It's atheists saying, I don't read the Bible. I used to kind of believe, or I don't even know if I really did, but this is revelations happening. And the church people like, I don't think so. My pastor ain't said nothing. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for pastor to tell me that something is going on, because I can't read for myself. You know how many people, when I said, they found, the Jews said they found a Messiah in 2022. Now this is in 2023, 2024. They're like, no, really, send me the article. And you the head of your church? So how is you getting people ready to meet Christ? You gonna have them worshiping the Antichrist. You said some pastors are just now talking about the Sabbath. I still don't know, and still don't know the time we in. Listen, y'all nephew said, "Mom, I'm about to go back and watch all the End of the World." Like not like he going back to watch like Left Behind and all of that. I said, "Oh, I already know, son." They just put the events in a different order than what they gonna be. But it's still folks talking about we get ready to leave. God about to come get us, not before you suffer and have to choose if you gonna live or die for him. You ain't. No, that's not the truth. It's very scary. Listen, it's scary. Very scary. I'm sorry, I don't understand why I would have to ID myself. Because you ain't gonna be able to buy or sell without the digital ID, which is a mark. You said thank the Lord for you. A lot of them saying they just gonna die. Everyone is not leaving. Yeah, they don't think they gonna have to suffer for Christ like he suffered for us. It's so scary. You said New York, North, South Carolina, Louisiana, Georgia, Texas, surrounded by waters. What you mean, like if something happens? Listen, it's scary. Ask them if they know the temple being rebuilt. Any minister in your life, ask them if they know it's been being built for over a year or they already got the structure and it's prefab. You said, are they on high alert for the 4th of July? Oh, okay. Mm. I don't know, Natasha. I You said what? They have a Temple Institute website talking all about the third temple, and they still don't know. Yeah, that's scary. You ain't gonna be able to get in. I mean, y'all think that this citizenship stuff is just because old boy is in office. It's not. This is happening worldwide. Go look up all the other countries. They're doing the same thing. They're putting out the immigrants. Oh, they are on alert. Oh, okay. Thank you. I reposted the videos and sent it to the FBI. Let's see how many of my pastor, minister, and elder friends have to. Oh, this is the thing. If you don't know how to stay in your house, you better learn. If you don't have emergency stuff to keep you, if you have to stay in your house for 2 months and not go out, like all the food you need, all the water you need, access to certain medicines and stuff, you better get it. They're shutting down trains and buses going to Washington. Are you serious? On the 3rd through the 5th? Oh, yeah, it's something serious about to go on. Natasha, do you live close to an army base? Oh, I'll be right back. Is y'all listening to this? I was about to say, you see, I just kind of look. Oh, you said you sent it to Facebook. Oh, I'm sorry. I was about to say, what did you send it stuff to the peoples for? You do, Tasha? You just found out late last night. Mm-mm. I said, wait a minute. I didn't mean that. That's not, yeah. Because with the FBI, girl, we's trying to keep them people from over here. Listen, Fort Bragg. Interesting. Did we talk about a family? It's on the news. Got it. Okay. Live fire training has ramped up. Uh-oh. For the past week. Okay. They said Washington, D.C. is no longer D.C. It's just Washington. Oh, I saw that. Because I told y'all we didn't own it a long time ago. Remember when they said they sold the White House? And people was like, no, they didn't. And we was like, what they did? Girl, you right. I didn't see. Listen, the FBI. What is you doing that for? Why would you do that? I'll be right back. The Marines are on the borders. Okay, y'all. Fertilizer didn't hit the fan. It's lining up. Is it not? For the first 3.5 to be over, just like I said. Just like my daddy told me. I said before the next 2.5 years, these are the things that you need to have. I really said before 2 years, because stuff started happening within 3 months of us getting over here. You said, where can you find your emergency package list? Google or Amazon, both places. So what you got to do is just type in CERCA TROVA, this name up here, survival, and then survival 2.0. It's actually on YouTube. I do have some things on my Amazon store, but they hid it for 18 months. And I was putting stuff on there, so you got to look through the book list. I was having to put it everywhere because they kept hiding it from people so people couldn't buy the stuff. They hid my list for almost 2 years. People couldn't get nothing on there. They wasn't showing it. I would go in, make it public, and then it just wasn't. So I tell you, the best thing to do is go back to and everything looks different because it's when we first started over here, so the room don't look the same or nothing. But you can just fast forward through the video, screenshot everything, and be putting it in your list and going to get it. I don't care if you got to afterpay it, because after July, August, and September, hell, do you already see what they said about the Christmas gifts that you might not be able to get them? So if they talking about Christmas gifts in January and February, what you think is going to happen with toilet paper, washing powder, soap, pine salt, bleach, diapers, cleaning supplies, all that stuff? And I heard Dollar Tree done raised their price twice. Dollar Tree about to be $5 for the same thing you was paying $1 for. Yeah. This is the thing. It's coming from inside the house. They don't need no sleeper cells. It's coming from inside the house. You said Dollar Tree already $5 with a lot of stuff. This part, they don't need no sleeper cells. They don't. It's coming from inside. What do you think ice is? They activated the sleeper cells already. It's ice. They playing in y'all face. Now, is it sleeper cells here? Yeah, because they wasn't saying nothing 2 years ago when they was letting all them Russians across the border, acting like they in Mexico. All of it was like 30,000, wasn't it? Or more than 300,000 people came from Ukraine, Russia, and all of this, and then the Venezuelans that had NATO cards. They was getting paid $2,200 a month and a free apartment to be over here. Talking about we soldiers from all these other countries. They bought all the mercenaries from other places. So why he trying to kick everybody out? I don't know. When listen, We've been following. We knew it was coming, and this is why we try to get as much stuff as we can for the time we get to be in our houses. And when we got to get up and move, we try to get as much stuff. We got tents, we got hammocks, we got wood blankets, wood burning stoves, small portable camping stoves, trenching tools just in case we got to dig holes and be laying somewhere. We got what we need. Shelf stable food, and still right. A way to filter our water. We got gas masks. Everyone's like, oh, what are you going to do? Do you even have any of this stuff? Why you trying to ask me, do I got a bunker? Do you even got a gas mask for you and your kids? Don't come in here asking me questions you don't need the answers to. What I need to know is, do you have 6 months of shelf-stable food for everybody in your house if they hit our power and you don't have it for 6 months? How you going to cook? And if it ain't no food in the store because the power ain't working, you sure ain't about to be able to cook outside. Because niggas going to be come hitting you over the head for your food. So why you trying to be funny and ask me, do I got a bunker? Do you got 6 months worth of food for you and your kids and your dog? Oh, okay. We'll worry about stuff that concerns you and pays your bills. That's what I need you to do. And not be worried about my stuff. Because if they hit the power today, I'm going to eat good. I ain't going to have to be cold, hot. Maybe not even, because I got a solar generator and a countertop ice maker. So if I need to keep my food, portable refrigerator, got that too. I ain't gonna need to. It ain't nobody but me. So whatever little meat or whatever that I don't got, oh, shelf stable butter, got some. If there ain't none in the store, huh? If they ain't got no garlic powder because they come from other countries and they not sending us none, we've been taking the shells from our onions and our garlic and making our own garlic salt and garlic powder. You said what? You hear me? I might only get to eat some rice and beans, but guess what I got in here? I got some rice and beans in here. Nigga ain't gon'. You hear me? You're welcome. Right. People gonna smell the food. You ain't gonna be able to. So all I gotta do is boil some water. It ain't gotta cook long. I can put it in a bowl, put all my rice and everything in there. Cause you can buy parboiled rice. If you pour boiling water in there and put a lid on and put some foil in there, it's gonna do what it need to do. So all my dehydrated chicken, it just need water. Dehydrated vegetables and fruit, they just need water. And I got a way to filter it if it ain't clean. So, and even if it's only a bowl of rice with 2 little cubes of chicken in it and some seasoning salt, I ain't about to be around here looking like the Walking Dead. And I'd rather have that than a Louis Vuitton bag and some red bottoms. $5,000 go a long way right now. Well, not as far as it did 2 years ago, but it go a long way if you get shelf stable food and stuff. Or do it yourself. Go get you some dehydrators, because we got those too. Start learning how to can, water bath, dehydrate, because it ain't going to be no refrigeration. We going back to Little House on the Prairie days, babe. Whether y'all believe it or not. Unless you taking a mark, and then you'll be able to do all that. But I don't plan on signing my soul over to hell for no food, so, or no electricity, or to still live comfortably. I'm preparing myself to live in a tent, which I'm scared of because it's all the spiders and stuff, but I'm just have to do it. I'm just have to do that. And that's the scary part about religion. You said you heard they planning something for the 4th of July. It'll probably be, this the thing. This is why, James, I've been begging everybody to get their stuff. And it's stuff happening every day, and it's more and more and more. And all the stuff we've been talking about that everybody was like, you need to quit listening to this lady. They trying to give me banding. I'm just trying to help you and your family. You said, do I think people will find me in a tent? Why did... Some questions just don't. Okay. Lord. I know. I'm just gonna leave it. Lord help. I'm not gonna put it out in the middle of the city. Some questions is not worth answering, but I figure bringing crazy questions when you don't know this thing. This the thing. Folks be worried about, like I said, people will say to me, "Oh, you got all that stuff. How you gonna carry it? Do you have anything?" That's the question. Do you even? What if I get to stay in my house for the whole time? What if I do? And I'm not saying to you, but I'm just saying, like, do you have you? People should be happy that somebody care if they're gonna be able to eat or be warm or have, like, I don't get it. I do not understand. Like, you go against the person that's trying to make sure you straight. And I'm not saying you, but the stuff that I deal with on here, like the crazy questions and stuff, it's like, do you have what I'm telling you to get though? That's what I want to know. Let's ask that question. Do you have shelf stable food? If everything in your freezer and your refrigerator go bad in the next 72 hours and they shut down the grocery stores, what you and your kids gonna do? Because if they hit the grid, ain't no McDonald's, ain't no Wendy's, ain't no Taco Bell, ain't no Chick-fil-A, ain't no Walmart. It ain't none of that. You hear me? This is serious. If you plan on feeding everybody in your house at least once a day, that's 30 to 31 meals. Okay. You said radiation pills and an attempt, but why even have it? You said why an attempt, but why even have one? Cause nigga, I ain't gonna be able to. You can't buy or sell without the mark. That means pay your mortgage either. You will not be able to stay on your land if you are not a part of the global society. So you gonna have to go somewhere. And who wanna be sleeping outside in the elements? You just wanna let the rain fall on you? I got a hammock too, so I don't gotta sleep on the ground. Just in case I gotta leave my tent. I'm not gonna be where the tent people is. Oh, you thought I was gonna go be where everybody was gonna be? No. I don't rock with nobody now. And now they playing. Here we go. Ugh. I don't run in a clique. I don't. You're welcome. And y'all don't think they don't want y'all to know? That's how you know the truth be told over here. Because every single time they start messing with my lives. Don't y'all remember this when I used to be telling y'all to go? They be like, how the hell these people know our plans prior to? It's not glitching for you. It's glitching for some other people. Well, now y'all understand why. Yeah. Because a lot of people think because they own their house, you're not going to be able to stay there. Eminent domain is going to be a thing. And why do you think all of the oligarchs are buying up all the land? They're buying government property. Probably nephew. Oh, hey, son. I was about to say, hey, nephew. You could be nephew, son today. You could be nephew, son today. Yeah. I know this is not part of the discussion, but they're claiming over 60 bodies washed up on shore now. Yep. A thief in the night. Exactly. You cannot tell me you're not getting mad at these ministers and pastors for not saying nothing. In the time we in, we need to be able to hear God's voice in big and small incidents. This part. Y'all see why he said my people are going to perish because of the lack of knowledge? They don't even know what's going on. So if they hit our infrastructure in the next 3 months, they gonna have to take the market in order to go get food because they don't got none. They ain't thought about how they gonna heat their house or go get water or take a bath or flush the toilet or nothing if what is going on right now is not happening. That's scary. That's how you know they don't read about the sieges in the Bible when they besieged the city of Jerusalem and no food could get out and they couldn't go get no water and all this old stuff. They don't read them stories. They don't. Because they had to have everything that they needed stored under in tunnels and stuff, or else they would have starved because the army was out. You said y'all think it's funny, but I've been in this channel for a minute and realistically, it only lasts so long. We only got 2 years, max 3. I know how to not eat every day. I know how to eat twice a week and still stay alive because I've already had to do it before when I had to feed that 28-year-old boy that just came in here and said, that's my child. He ate 3 times a day. I didn't have to. My body is, I've already started to lose weight. I don't understand. I don't care about, I've been homeless before. So I've survived with very little. I don't know. If you prepping, I'm just wondering, like, why are you asking the questions if you already know? Sounds like you asking me rhetorical questions. If you already been prepping. Right. You said that's why we need to train to be without food. That's what fasting is. That's why the Bible tell you to fast. I've already thought my body had to go 72 hours without water and food and still move around. Oh, okay. You can eat 2 times a week and stay alive. He said what? I already been working on it. Way before now. You said you never fasted, but for weeks you've been led to prep your body. Oh, okay. How do you train your body? You start fasting now. You can start small. You can go without food from 8 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock at night. Start there. If you can make it through a day of work without any water or very little water and very little food. Some people start from 8 to 12. You cool. I've never, I've lost over 10 pounds cutting back on my daily intake. Yeah. So, some people, you like, in apostolic faith, we used to fast from 12 midnight to 4 the next day. Not 4 in the morning, 4 in the evening. And then you could eat after 4. But if we was going on like a week fast, then you could eat every night after 4 o'clock. Right? But they might put us on a specific diet, right? So from 12, I mean, I did it when I was pregnant with my son. From 12 midnight to 4, I didn't eat nothing. I didn't drink nothing. And I was living on the West Coast where it'd be hot, mind you. Okay? But I did it. And I'm grateful now. Because then by the time you eat, your stomach is shrinking in those days. So you don't need as much every day after that. There's several different fasts, Sandra. It's not only one. You can fast from media. You can fast from wine. You can fast from meat. You can fast from sex. You can fast from a lot of things. It's whatever that you feel like you can't live without. Social media. That's probably why I can go a week without eating now. Yeah, son. Cause all them fasts. You remember, especially when we was going over there on the south side to that church. You know they forever had us on a 72 hour, 48 hour, 22. What? Wait. In order to have a regular appetite, I have period. Take them to eat for days. I said Dad wanted me to stay small, so when times come, I'll be okay. Yep. Yep. Like I said, it's a lot of people that feel like they just want to live a great life. I already knew I wasn't. God said this ain't my home. He told me place is gonna be full of suffering, full of sorrows. I'm gonna have some happiness, but the end is gonna be real, real crazy. It's the way to do it with diabetes too. We had plenty of ladies, older ladies in our church that had sugar, high blood pressure, everything, all of it. It was a way. I can't tell you exactly what. You know what I'm saying? Just keep you some OJ. I think that's what they used to do. So you start out going from like 8 to 4, and if you have to keep your little O juice or orange juice, okay. I know. Well, one of the ways you could do, Curtis, is go get you a. You need to go see a endocrinologist first and find out what body your metal. I mean, what metal your body is giving off, if it's chrome or iron or whatever, so that your pancreas can start to work like it needs to. That's the first thing you need to do. You need to be trying to see your endocrinologist now so you can get a tissue sample. And then, because once you figure out what metal is, you said berberine to balance insulin and sugar. Thank you. But once you can find out what metal your body is giving off, your pancreas is giving off, and put that metal back or decrease the amount of that metal that's going into your pancreas, you won't have diabetes no more. But they don't tell you that. Yeah. It's a chemical imbalance, but they're not telling you it's too much iron or too much this or that. They just tell you it's a chemical imbalance so they can keep you on pills. But once you figure it out, get your tissue sample. I don't know how they do it with men. I know with women they take it while they're menstruating. And then you said you'd be surprised if you eat simple and insulin regulates right. Right. It's a lot of stuff. Because the same thing that happened to Joseph and a lot of people in the Bible, they're putting incantations in our food, poison. This is why God tell you to pray over everything you eat too first. He know what they on. Because it ain't changed. When you understand that the Food and Drug Administration are one company, okay? The Food and Drug Administration, okay? Well, the word for pharmacy means spells, incantations, poison, and witchcraft. And then they're connected with the food. Oh, well, how did they used to enchant people? They used to put potions in their food. And a person start thinking they going crazy. They lips swell up. They growing a tail and feathers. And they put it in their food. The first thing that the fallen angels taught the women that became the mothers of the giants was magic medicine, about roots, which if you can get to the root of it and put it in the root, it's going to grow through the plant and a person can eat it. This is magical fruits and vegetables. Oh, okay. Then they taught them how to enchant things and make potions to mix in the tea. And like how our government just sent flour over there and it was oxycodone in the flour to Gaza. They was sifting through it and found the pills and they thought, oh, somebody was trying to smuggle them in. And then they tested all the flour and the pills was crunched in with the flour. You mean enchantments in the food like that? How they put certain hormones in certain food that's going to certain areas so that certain things, babies ain't born and stuff like that. You mean like that? You said that's why they buying up all the farmland to have access and control over the food because that's the easiest way to control a person. Food and water. You can get a person to do whatever you want them to do if they're hungry and thirsty. For all of us that were brought up in church, we should all be Bible scholars and have understanding and discernment. We did not get taught properly truth. And I studied under a lot of the greats, so called. Was meeting them because my grandma, they before they was big and on TV, they used to come to my grandma's house and be staying in her basement when they was coming to preach. So yeah, I know. I still have family members now that are ministers and stuff, and they don't believe nothing I'm saying, but that's because they believe what their religion and their pastor tells them or their bishop, other than what God is speaking into their spirit. And that was the difference between Jesus's disciples and the Pharisees and the Sadducees. There was church people and there was followers of Christ. It's two different groups. The Pharisees and the Sadducees wanted to be acknowledged, okay, for the Jesus that they received. And they expected people to give them all of this respect because they were, the Jewish leaders. Jesus's followers was getting out in a miry clay, in the mud with the folks. They was walking with the drunks and the drug addicts and the prostitutes and the pimps and the murderers and the cheats and the scammers. They was out there flipping them, while the church people was just worried about who they was better than. They was in the trenches all day long. So a follower of Christ and a Pharisee and a Sadducee, or a church person, two different kinds of people. They not even in the same. Now they be talking about a lot of the same stuff, but one person acts on it, the other person does not. I'm noticing it's getting divided up even more and more these days. Yeah, God is dividing the sheep. What is it? The wheat from the chaff. Right now, they grew up together, but at this end time, He said I was gonna split them up. You was gonna see who the real church folks was and who the real followers of Christ is. You said many of us don't have those that speak into our callings. You don't need nobody to speak into your calling. God, listen. When people, listen, Sunflower, let me tell you this. When I first came on here, okay, the main thing that I heard was, who ordained you? I said the same person that ordained Moses and Abraham. And David. Hello. I don't care about man's ordination. And whatever God wants you to do, it's already in you, pumpkin. Do you understand? Folks be waiting on men to ordain them. They won't, because they don't want you to be bigger than them. Hello. It's about people recognizing them and not them ushering people to Christ. That's how they try to kick you out and make it like, oh, okay, you can't kick me out of God. You can kick me out of this building, but you can't kick me out of the body of Christ. It don't belong to you. You said, yes, ooh, that gets on my nerves. Making ministry a man-ordained occupation. Listen, you wasn't there when He called me. You wasn't there when He gave me my gifts. So why do I need you to tell me that that's what He did? I don't. He told me. Don't be what, girl, they would listen. You better get up and work. He said that the harvest is ready of souls. The harvest of souls. But the laborers are few because men are waiting on men, people, humans, to tell them when God is ready for them to do something instead of going to God. When I tell you, people used to tell me, my son, are you still in here? Did you leave, boy? This is my oldest child, my only son, if he's still in here. Okay. How many times did people tell Mom, did we not have pastors coming over to the house trying to interrupt the Bible studies I had when we was living? A pastor lived right next door to us. Did she not? And this lady would come down she had a whole church. Nobody went to her church. She would come down to my house because it'd be old, young, white, black, blue, everybody over there. And I'm a 26, 27-year-old person, minister and knocking on the door, looking through the window like this, asking, come in and say, why is y'all in there listening to this girl? Y'all need to come to my church. So I had pastors hating on me because I sat in my house. That's my son, he'll tell you. All the little kids came over on Sundays for me to have a little Bible study with them and stuff. I give them a piece of candy because I had a candy store. You hear me? But several ministers and pastors used to come to my house and be like, every time I come over here, it's all these people, and they always, yeah, because they get to be free over here. Would tell us leave and everything. Listen, and everything from the church. Listen. This is a thing. I've been doing this a long time. Pastors have been coming against me my whole life. I'm not new to this. But that's what pastors are. Prophets are sent to the leaders. So it makes sense. Real ones are. You said started a Bible study in my house, and a leader said he'd come over to bless it before. You said you got the churchy old crow down pat, because I know a lot of them. Who told you? Get out of here. I told y'all it was a man when I was in Indy. I went to go get my phone. You said a lot, son. Sure do. My friend tells me if it's not in the Bible, it's not important. She only read the 66. They so crazy. I used to be a 66er too. I did. But it just never sat right with me, though, because I would ask questions. They just never had the answers. And so I'm grateful. Look. I'm happy if God asked me about what happened when he was a baby, like Jesus. If he asked me what happened in his life from 0 to 5, I can tell him. If he asked me about what happened when he was on the roof when he was a little kid, I can tell him. If he asked me about his mama and how she came about, guess what? I could tell him. If he asked me about his grandma and what she went through and his grandpa, Joachim, I could tell him. If he asked me what happened when he breathed his last breath and went down in there and was battling with old boy Neil, I can tell him. I can tell him what happened when he went down into to Egypt when he was only like 40 days old. I can tell him. Jesus, I do know you. If he asked me roughly how many kids did Adam and Eve have, I can tell him. If he asked me what happened in the city of Enoch or with King Og of Bashan that's mentioned several times in the Bible, guess what? I can tell him. If he asked me what else happened in Job's story, in Abraham's story, what happened when Abraham got ready to die? Most church people going to say he rested with his fathers. Well, let me tell you. So I remember you did have Michael come visiting. And then after he wouldn't go with Michael, you sent Death to come get him, but you made him look like, made Death shapeshift into a soldier. And Death was even scared when you called him because he was like, what he want? And then I like how you did that there. And then when he didn't want to go, he told Abraham to kiss his hand and you snatched his soul right on from him. I see what you did there. You said what happened when the chalkadries was flying from the sun? Well, I think you said it's 12 of them, right? 6 on each side of the sun, and they take it from gate to gate around the world. Now, I don't know why you made them one angels with all the eyes and stuff, but I did read about them. And then I read about the levels of the heavens and stuff. I read about how you got the storehouses of dew and all of this and how the whole systems work and how the stars is on this axis. I was reading. I didn't just get the little pamphlet. I went on and I took this apart and found the other books. If the Bible says that all of the things that Jesus did can't even be written down in one book, there's not enough books to hold it. What do you think happened with all the people that came before him and after him? And you think that it's only 66? The crazy thing is this. It was 72 disciples by the end of where they cut off at. Jesus got the 12 and the 12 got the 72. Well, we missing about 60-something disciple books. Where they at? It's only 66. And mind you, the original had 80. books. So where them at? You ever read Tobit? Because I have. I don't know if you know about Tobit, but Tobias and Tobit, they was like a daddy and a son. And then you said hidden in the Vatican, right? But they, not all of them. Then you can learn about the angel Raphael. And he came down and walked with Tobit. And then his daddy was blind, so he told him to take the gall and the something of the fish and burn it and then put it on his daddy's eyes, and his daddy could see again. And then Asmodeus was messing with this girl and made her the first Black Widow because he kept killing her husbands before they could go to Pound Town. And so her daddy was digging graves every time she got married. While they was planning the wedding, he was digging the grave because he already knew that the man was going to die, but he was hoping for his daughter that it was going to be a better situation until Toby came, and then he ran Asmodeus off. It was a good story, Dad. I see what you did there. Because do you want somebody to keep on judging you on the first time they met you, and that's all they know about you, and you can't tell them nothing else about you? Whatever they learned on the first time that they met you, if they judge you and they don't even try to learn nothing else about you, they just only want to know, and they only want to see you as how, if they met you at the club and you was drunk, now you a drunk bee all the time, even though you only drink once a year. But you can't tell them that you ain't a drunk because they met you when you was drunk. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is how people view Jesus. Oh, I got saved 30 years ago. You can't tell me nothing. Well, you can always show me a new book because I want to know more about the story. Because a lot of it is missing. A ton. Only read the 67 books and can't answer no question. Oh, shots fired. Baby, can't even they don't even believe that angels have reproductive organs, even though in the 6th chapter of Genesis it says that they do. I just don't be understanding. It's a scary thing to me. You said Asmodeus, the king of the demons, right, was hunting down a girl. Our God is big, big. He is. You said Congress Library, they have hidden books. They do. And on the internet, it's a whole bunch of free PDFs. People just don't be looking. They don't want to know because then they can stay at, I already know that I've already made it. But when you start digging and you realize you don't know nothing about the story, it make you feel like, oh my God, I gotta hurry up and get all this knowledge in because all this time I wasted. Learning how to truly grow in my walk with Jesus has been such a blessing from WOOU that I never got in church. Listen, ain't even scratched the surface. Come on, son. But think about it. Everything about them with being saved is what it looks like. Never about their character and how they treat people. Never about sitting down and being able to actually explain the word to people so that they actually do want more of God. They just always telling them how far they are away from God. They don't want God. You don't want to, you know what I'm saying? They can't come in our church. Came up in here looking like that. Well, how else was they supposed to come? At least they there. That don't count, huh? Never mind. You said yes, and a lot of them behave so ugly. Oh my God. The worst. They act just like, okay, I'm about to show y'all. I don't know when the last time you watched this movie was. I don't know when to let plan. This is the exact attitude of the church people. If you've seen this movie, this is the exact attitude of all, not all, but 95% of them. People that just go to church and they just read the 66 and they don't, this their attitude. You said shoot, 97%, huh, son? This is the church people. They gonna keep all their big hats on and all their church clothes on, but baby, they taking the church's money to put a hit out on the real people. You said what? Because these people was the religious leaders. They set the guilty people free. How you go from church to church and you can point out sis so and so and so and so. Listen. Listen, don't even know who the false light bringer is. This. But you say you can't find God because you're not there on Sunday. Listen, the man is 94 and talking about how church people treated him and his. This is the exact attitude they want. They walk around with all, I worship Jesus on the shirt, and baby, you don't see the love of God in them nowhere. And it's sad, but it's true. This is how. This is a. You said me and my mentor. I already know. Listen. And as you can see, Jesus wasn't in all that. Look at him. Look at them. And they always ride in a group, wanting to be higher up than everybody. Why y'all couldn't walk? Everybody else walking. It's hot. You want to walk around with all your church clothes on every day. Go on and sit somewhere. I do not tell people I'm a Christian. I just show them. I don't tell people I'm a follower of Christ. I just love on them. I just talk to them. They'll find out. They say, do you go to church? Well, no, I don't go to church, but I do study the word. Oh, because, you can tell. I didn't have to tell them first. I'm a Christian. I'm saved. I believe the devil is a lie. What? Get out of here. I never clean under my. Oh, we got an idiot in here. There you go. Well, good. I'm happy you like being dirty. Filth belongs with filth. Have a good day. Weirdo. You thought you was about to get a whole bunch of them in. Gone over there to the trash then. Gone over there to the trash. Filth like filth, so have at it. Maybe you'll find somebody that don't clean her tail too. I don't care. That don't have nothing to do with me. Get out of my class. Thank you. Right, definitely. People can see the glow when you're a follower. Yeah. My lady, why you listen? My lady lessons, you do hair. Are you a cosmetologist, my lady lessons? You don't? Oh, I was gonna say, what you know about the My Lady Cosmetology book? Now hold on now. They be asking you what you believe and what you believe in. Right. Right. How are you so nice and loving? This part. You go to church? I would have never thought that. Yeah, you don't act like all the other church people I know. What you mean, mean and nasty? You mean mean and nasty, judgmental? You said I'm quietly in class listening. Hey, pumpkin. You mean that? You mean like that? You mean I actually don't care that you're smoking a cigarette and a blunt and you about to get drunk and I still give you a hug and talk to you and sit right here and don't care about who see me? You mean I know for a fact that you about to go over there and sell your body, so I'm gonna just sit and wait here for you to come back so I can tell you how much Jesus love you? You mean that? Yeah, right. I don't have that other stuff in me. Them cosmetology books was heavier than our books at school was. Oh, the young man that's walking through in the dress with the. I'm gonna sit down and talk to him. Hey, and ain't gonna be disrespectful. What do you go by? What's your name? Oh, okay. You go by Sunset. Okay, hi Sunset. How you doing? You need something? Why are you over here talking to me? Because I feel like I want to come over and talk to you. I can't bother you. I mean, you want to eat? What's up? You hungry? You got a place to lay your head tonight? I mean, you cool? Oh, okay. I don't want nothing from you. I just want to make sure you straight. Because most people that are out in the street got there because they were not protected by somebody that was supposed to protect them. Hello. So they had to protect themselves. And when you have to protect yourself, you most times have to provide for yourself. Or they kept the predator at the house and you had to leave. Y'all think they just out there wilding because they just want to be out. Nobody don't want to be on the street, I promise you. They don't. But they are trying to numb a pain, take care of themselves, or stay away from everybody that hurt them. Oh, okay. Listen, they not just out there because they want to be sleeping on cardboard boxes and in a car. They probably didn't have no help. Or, again, nobody acknowledged the hurt that happened to them, and so they needed to get away from it because who want to keep looking they abuser in the eye? I don't know. I want a donut or something. I'm about to find me a donut. I'm about to find me a donut, or I might make me a brown sugar and cinnamon biscuit with some butter on it. I want some bread with some sugar on it. That's what I want right now. I want some bread with some sugar on it. So I'm about to go find that in whatever fashion I can. I might go get me some donuts and come back and make me a couple sausage patties. Make me some swaggerty sausage and smush it out into a patty and then put it in between them donuts, maybe with a fried egg on there. Might add a little bacon. I don't know. Oh, cute, me too. Yeah, go get you some nice sauce like glaze. Even a cake donut will do, but sometimes they be too crumbly, and I need you to stay together. And a yeast donut gonna do that. You hear me? Smash your sausage out real good, baby. Fry it hard. Listen, and put that in between there. Now I don't like cheese and sweet together unless it's grits. I could put sugar and grits and cheese in my grits. That's it. But with that, yeah. It'll get you right on together. Lord, if I ate that, my back would get big. Too big. Listen. Well, I guess it's going to be bigger today. I like a bagel with cream cheese and bacon dipped in maple syrup. Yeah. Oh, no, it's good. I got it, but I don't want that. I want soft and, you know. Yeah, that's what I'm about to go do. I'm about to go find me some donuts. I'm going to come on back and fry my sausage up. That's exactly what I'm about to do because that's what I want. Might as well, because in a minute all that stuff about to go away. Then I'm going to have to be making my own yeast donuts, which I can, but I just don't want to right now. I got you, Misu. Listen, I'm about to. Because y'all, all of these little, I ain't saying go crazy, but the stuff that's like your comfort food, I would try eating it once a month. Not the super expensive stuff. If you have to, make it at home. Hello. You hear me? But in a minute, all of these comfort things, we not going to have access to them. Son, can you send me some more of them noodles? Not the lobster kind. If you still in here, the other ones, the curry ones, can you send me some? You can send me the whole box like you was trying to send last time. This time though, maybe I'll just try to see if I can find some. That way I can buy me a box. Y'all, he sent me some noodles. They were so good. I never had noodles with potatoes in them. But cup of noodles, make some curry noodles. Do you know they come with potatoes? Fire. Stupid. Fire. Stupid. Good. And if you don't put too much water, the sauce is creamy like curry sauce. Stupid. I said next time I'm going to put me some coconut milk in there and see what that do. Oh, they good. And so he must have left out of here. Well, I'm going to call him as soon as we get off. Son, I need you to send your mama some of them noodles. Thank you. He be going to the Asian market where he lives. Walmart sells them for $1. Really? The ones with the potatoes in them? We ain't supposed to be shopping at Walmart. But they do. Lord, I might have to quit my... I had corn and Chinese dumplings in mine. Oh, you didn't tell me something. Right, Queen? Lord, forgive me because I'm about to break my... You want... Yeah, I didn't know. So I might have to break my my boycott for one day. Because I need them in the pack for when the stuff hit the fan, baby. I need them in the... Girl, the regular cup of noodle brand. The regular cup of noodles, not the pack. The cup. I'm going to see if I can... Baby, stupid. When I tell you he sent me them, and I was like, oh, wait, son, listen here. This it right here. They is $1 at Walmart. Ooh, shoot. Look here. Wait a minute. It's these. Son, you ain't gotta send me some. I done already found it for myself. You ain't even gotta send me some if you in here. I'm about to get my own, and they $1. Baby, they got potatoes in there, everything. Fire. Oh my goodness. I did not know they was $1, son. Don't even worry about it. Yep. Who is about... They got the vegan ones for y'all vegans. But they $2.12. They got pickle ramen noodles. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. They got the vegan kind too. At Walmart for $2 and say non-shim vegan. Non-shim vegan. Because these curries, baby, they is the truth. Oh my goodness. I said, what in the world? Yep, they got potatoes in there and everything. You said you love Nong Shim Day. You would know it. No, I ain't never heard of it till today. She said I love Nong Shim. I ain't never had them, Niecy Poo. Not ever. But guess what? Them curry ones. You said I stopped eating. So y'all be knowing about the good food and don't be... I don't like eggs in my noodles, though. I like eggs in my rice, but not my noodles. So y'all be knowing about all the good food and don't be putting me on. How is it that sometimes, every time I mention something, they $1.96 at yours? What? The curry or the vegan curry? I don't want eggs in my noodles. I can't eat that. But I eat it in my rice, though. Good evening. Baby, me and Nong Shim go way back. But that's because I was a sibling. Oh, okay. So y'all be knowing about all of this and don't be telling me nothing. Just leaving me out to dry. Oh, the regular curry is $1.96? I think he paid a little bit more for him, too, when he was there. I don't know how much he paid for him because he went to the actual Asian store. But they say $1, so we gonna see. They might be a little bit more. They got them on Amazon, too. But they $15 for the case. Oh, it's no eggs in the noodles. Got it. Okay. Y'all know I like them and that other pack I showed y'all. I don't know the name of them, but they the green ones. And they curry noodles fire, too. I can't think of them. I think I ate my last pack, too. But they sell them at the little Asian store. They good. Fire. They curry sauce be stupid, too. And I always make me some chicken and put it in there. I'm going to check the Asian market. It's closer to me. Yeah. I literally started eating noodles and I love eggs in my... I don't want that. Because I don't like soggy stuff and it make the yolk soggy. I can't eat that. But anyway, I'm about to go find me something. They have them at Sam's Club too. They got them at Sam's, Queen. Thank you, y'all. I like that y'all be sharing advice, information. But I'm about to go find me something to eat now. So I'll see y'all later. I did my first class in this one. Mind you, you gotta scramble the eggs in the water when it's boiling. And my stepfather taught me that. He was in the army. Yeah, Like now, I like egg drop soup, but I can't eat it all the time. Right? But I'm not a scrambled egg person really either anymore. So that's probably why it don't sit well with me. I like my eggs fried hard, and that's it. I don't want no runny nothing or nothing like that. You're welcome. You're welcome. I appreciate y'all being here too, Sunflower. You know, I do. Our classes couldn't be so great if y'all didn't participate. If everybody just sat around and just didn't participate, it'll be boring over here. But we get to learn so much and see so much and grow so much because everybody participates. Right, just crack it in the pan, bust up the yolk a little bit, and let it cook. When I see y'all bust them eggs on anything, I be wanting to slap y'all hand. And I used to have to cook over easy eggs for my family, and I didn't like it. I used to get whooped. Like my daddy, he not my mama's husband, but my daddy, when he was teaching me how to make eggs, he didn't want it overcooked. Then my brother, so they could dip that bread in it. Me too. Mm-mm. And you gonna dip your toast in there like that's supposed. They say, "Ooh, it's so creamy." Ugh. I think my girls eat their eggs like that. Mm-mm. You didn't even cook it. The edge of my egg need to be burnt. Dang near. It need to like flatten out like how the pancake edges be. You know how sometimes when you pour the pancake batter in there and it's real thin right there. That's how the outside of my fried egg need, and it need to be hard, like almost burnt on one side. I like it a little crunchy on the outside, not burnt, but just it's gonna be soft on the inside. It's gonna be some parts, but the pepper and stuff. If I ever bite into an egg and anything gush out of it, baby, I'm throwing the whole plate at you. Don't ever put that on my plate. My daddy eat him like that on his eggs. He'll make him a hamburger and make an over easy egg and then lay it on there real soft and have all that. Then he bite into it and all of that is coming out on top of his meat. I said, ain't no, you should not be eating that. Just like eating soggy bread. I don't want it. You said you're going to make me go to Walmart. I ain't been in almost a year, that part. I'm about to go. You like 3-minute boiled eggs too. So then they still be soft on the inside. My boiled egg got to be hard too. Because I'm going to put some salt and pepper on it and bite it. But I bet not to see no white on the inside of that yellow part. Girl. Ugh. Bye, y'all. Because y'all about to start saying stuff that's probably about to make me not want to eat. I got to go. I'm leaving. Bye.